welcome back to JM Farming Cattle. So today we're going to go down to the feedlot. We're going to check on the calves, see if we've had any more. We had one yesterday, and so far it's drying up around there. We got in 5 or 6 loads of old millings from asphalt. So we got a local place around here that we can get them pretty cheap. So we put that down. We put them in the bottom of the grooves where the tractor is mudding through to feed, and we laid it around outside the drive and where we feed, load the feed wagon. So let's go down there, check it out. I'll show you what we did, and we'll check on the cattle as we're there too. Got the tire chains on. Really made a big difference, but it is still bad. It's probably hard for the camera to pick it up or for you to see, but this is all asphalt. This is just what they ground off of old roads, and they bring it in, and it packs really well. We've used it once before at our main shop, but the problem is you got to get it to pack. Yeah, we just got a mess. Parked the feed wagon because the tractor's getting worked on right now, having some reverse issues, pressure switch. This is just a bunch of extra dirt that was wet. We just piled it here. Hopefully it dries out. That's where the distillers is. Can't get to it. We have to use the loader to get to it, and then we bring it over here to where the skid steer can get to it. So all of this is asphalt, and the other day we couldn't even drive on it. I mean, you couldn't even get a pickup in here, so it's definitely making a difference. It's drying out. Where it's rutted right here is a huge soft spot where we used to load, and so we're getting it packed in. It's going to take time, and it's going to take dry weather, but hopefully this helps out for now. So here's the mucky mess. It's horrible. So I've also had a few people ask me before, you know, you don't have that many head of cattle, why feed with a feed wagon, you know? Why not just throw bales and be done? Couple theories to that. You know, sometimes I wonder, like right now when I'm trying to drag a feed wagon through, you know, why don't I just throw a bale? But here's the reason I do it, wrong or right. This is what my theory is, and I mean, it's a proven theory. I proved it to myself multiple times because I do that all the time. I always run numbers in my head just to make sure that, you know, we're profitable. As fun as cattle is, you know, you don't want to do it for free, and you don't want to pay to do it. So the reason I run feed wagon is in our area we got a lot of ethanol plants around here, and so it's really easy for us to get our hands on wet distillers. Wet distillers comes from a corn ethanol plant, and it's really good for cattle. Good feed mixture, I should say. You add it in, and then by doing that, we have enough protein and stuff in that we can just run junk hay. By junk hay, I mean like roughage. We can run corn stalk bales, you can run wheat straw. We run rye. We do rye and a corn stalk bale mixture. We grind it up into that pile, and then we mix in the wet distillers, and then we'll add our mineral in, of course. And the reason we do that, we don't have a lot of hay area around here. So if we want good, you know, if I was to feed these guys a bale, it'd be almost 2 bales a day between the 2 pens. Like a bale every day and a half, something like that. Depending on the bale size, maybe every 2 days. And that's a lot of good quality hay. These cows are here for roughly 3 months, and then they hit pasture, and then they're here for about a month or 2 before we go on corn stalks with them. So that's a lot of feeding time. That'd be a lot of bales of hay, of good quality hay, and then we would have the freight of trucking and buying that hay away from here, because we're all cropland around here. I mean, we got a few dryland corners, you know, but no one's in the hay business around our area strictly, so it's hard to come by, and when you do, it's expensive. So the best option we came up with was the Feed Wagon. Yeah, you got the expense of, you know, you need a tractor with a PTO, and then you need the Feed Wagon. So that's expensive, but long term, it's going to pay for itself. And on top of that, you're always going to get your money back out of it. You know, they're always used. If you buy a good one and you take care of it, that's the main thing. But I've seen old junk ones go for good money too. So the money's always there to get back out of it if you were to ever quit cattle or whatever the case may be. So that's why we do that. Another reason is, you know, that ryegrass that we use is cover crop. So we can plant our normal seeding, and then plant rye, and then bale it. Now, we haven't done our own rye because I'm just getting started into this. The whole cover crop thing, it's kind of new to me. We started last year. As for baling hay, we always had it done. And this year, I kind of got some of my own stuff on auctions. Nothing fancy by any means. And I'm going to try and do my own hay this year. And hopefully we can save some money that way too, and then maybe we can get some more ground to do as well. Instead of paying someone, you know, to go bale 3 or 4 bales here, we can just do it, and you know, it doesn't hardly cost us anything to do it ourselves. So we got that availability of wet distillers and this hay, and then corn stalk bales, so it's easy to get our hands on. It's cheaper. So I guess all in all, it's cheaper and more convenient for us to run a Feed Wagon and mix it than it is for us to do straight bales all the time. There's hardly any waste at all. They eat it. You put it in the bunks, they'll knock it out, you go back and scoop it back in, and then they eat it. You know, they don't drag it out of the bale feeder and then stomp it into the ground. So there's hardly any waste. So let's get into feeding. Okay, as you guys can tell, or more than likely can tell, I am not in my normal tractor. I am borrowing my Uncle Craig's. As I said before, mine's in the shop right now. The 6410's got some reverse problems. So luckily my uncle's got a little front wheel assist tractor that he's not using right now for the time being. Luckily, it's not too bad to unhook. If you shut the tractor off and wiggle the levers, makes them come out easier. It takes all the pressure off. And just like that, we're out of here. Okay, we got the cows fed. Did another round of checking on them, and still no calving, nothing looking too close yet. So supposed to get the rain today or tonight. I guess it's supposed to come in. Well, we'll see what happens. Hopefully it misses. We had a chance earlier today and it kind of missed it, so that's a good thing. We were able to do some more blading around the pins and kind of get stuff to dry up a little bit so they have a better spot. Hey, Mabel. She's getting big. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys this time. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram. Post a lot more pictures up all the time on there if you want to stay up to date. Otherwise, make sure to smash that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time on JM Farm and Cattle. Thanks for watching.